Hi, I am Erin, Amazinglyrad on PSC, and I am here to do technically Wednesday's edition of Sevaginas. What I kind of do, my little shtick, I guess, would be that I answer questions that I see frequently on the board, or that I receive in my PM box, or in the greetinger at the bottom of my signature, the one with all the kisses. I only have received 4 so far. Oh, five. I've received 5. And I guess I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about me so you feel a little bit more comfortable talking about vaginas and sex and STDs and penises and all that fun stuff. I am 18 years old. I will be starting college in this fall semester. I recently moved out of my home and now live in my own apartment, which I'm sitting on my couch, and I love it a whole lot. I would have posted this yesterday, but A, my computer ate the video, and B, my little internet man fella, I have it on my desktop in my bedroom, but he did not properly set up my wireless network. So, here I am, and I'll be uploading this probably either at McDonald's or Starbucks or wherever I can find a wireless network. Alright, I live in Texas and have for my long 18 years, and I think it's pretty much the greatest place on earth. And don't argue with me. And that's pretty much all I have to say about myself. My first question was, yesterday I saw my sister and she was wiping my niece's diaper. She was cleaning her diaper up, and I noticed that she wiped from front to back. Now, I've been wiping the wrong way for years, I think. What is the proper way to wipe to maintain vaginal health? You have been wiping the wrong way for years. The whole reason that you wipe from front to back would be because that you don't want to get any nasty poo germs in your hoo-ha. That's just gross, and also could lead to a urinary tract infection, kidney infection, yeast infections, all kinds of not awesome things. So be sure that you wipe from clit to taint. And, if you poo, beyond that. What is the best way to avoid being fucked and dumped? There is no way to avoid it. And I'm not saying it's inevitable, but there's no surefire way that's oh, well, because you hit the X button and the square button at the same time and then hit the triangle 3 times, and then the hammer bar on the guitar. Yeah, no, there's nothing like that. No cheat codes. The best way to avoid it is to be with somebody you trust. There's a lot of trust involved in a sexual relationship. There's a lot of trust involved in a relationship, period. If you have trust issues, you just can't go very far. Probably the best way to avoid the fucking dump is to just not sleep with someone that you have, been dating for a couple hours. There's no surefire way that says that you're not going to be dumped after you've had sex. That said, just because you have sex with someone does not mean that they're going to dump you, I've been fortunate, and, well, because I've never had sex, I'm actually a real knowledgeable virgin, and so I've been fortunate enough that that's never happened to me, but I've had to, comfort a lot of friends who are like, I had sex with him, I just don't understand why our relationship doesn't work. Well, it's because you didn't have a relationship, you had sex. Relationships are built on trust, relationships are built on way more than the physical stuff, you gotta talk and, find out what the other person's interests are. I know, sounds horrible. It's just, you have to have a relationship, and even then, sometimes it's gonna happen. What are some tips to get male attention? tips to get male attention other than dressing like a slut. Oh, well, there goes my plan. No, a good way to get male attention, just light touching. Touch the forearm, like hold onto the forearm lightly, or the elbow, or, put your hand on the shoulder, or on the thigh, which, I know you can't see my thigh, but it's here. Put your hand on their leg, arm around the waist, arm around the shoulders, cuddling, nuzzling, all that. I know it always seems like there's this one girl who walks in the room and everybody goes, but really, you could be that girl, or you could be the guy. A good way to get a guy's attention is say, hey, I really like you and think you're awesome. You want to hang out sometime? Just be straightforward. Don't say, hey, I really like your SpongeBob tennis shoelaces. Bye. You can't be shy about it. Oh, that goes over here. Anyway, another good way to get attention, like I said, just tell them. Just tell them. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to say, sorry, but I don't feel that way. And then you move on. Yes, it sucks and it hurts and rejection isn't cool, but there's not anything you can do to change it, so might as well move on. What are some precautions to avoid getting and spreading STDs? The easiest is don't have sex. If you don't have sex, you can't get an STD. Well, I mean, you can from... I'm not going into that. Don't have sex with someone you don't know. Don't have unprotected sex. If you're having protected sex, make sure that you use a condom. Use water-based lube, because that oil-based will actually break down the condom and cause it to break. And avoid using the lambskin condoms, because they're actually porous. So if you're going to use that, definitely use some spermicide. A lot of spermicides actually kill STDs. There are a lot. I mean, sometimes they're just a really good idea. That said, there are a lot of people that are allergic to them, just like there are a lot of people allergic to latex. So my best advice for not spreading or getting an STD, don't have sex. And if you are going to have sex, take the proper precautions. To avoid spreading an STD, you need to be honest with your partner. Tell them, I've been exposed to this, or I may have been exposed to this. Are you still okay with progressing our relationship? Not that it has to be a relationship. I mean, even if you're having a one-night stand, just tell them that there's this possibility. It's actually illegal to, like with HIV, I know it's illegal that if you have it and you don't tell someone that you're having sex with that you have been exposed to it, that, like, you can go to jail for it and all kinds of crap, I think. I'm pretty sure. My final question was, what is proper grooming for your nether region? There is no proper grooming. It's all about personal preference. If you want to shave, shave. If you want to wax, wax. If you want to shave your lower region into a freaking lightning bolt and dye it purple, go right ahead. Because it's all about what you want. I doubt that anyone in the throes of sex is going to be like, oh, wow, you didn't trim your hair the right way. It needs to be 3/4 inches long and golden and in the shape of a Christmas tree. No, they're not going to say that. Most of the time, it doesn't matter as long as it's not smelly and it's not like a full-on jungle. And you can keep it totally natural without any of that happening. A big myth is that it's actually cleaner to shave or whatever. It's not. It actually is better for your vag or your penis to keep the hair, because it actually keeps like dust and all kinds of germs and stuff out of there, because that's just not a fun place for them to go. Anyway, those are my questions for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed. And if you haven't, don't tell me, because I need the boost. And have a great week. Yes.